ArcSys has been on a generational run as of recent. Dragon Ball FighterZ has risen from the ashes like a scorching phoenix. Marvel Tokon looks like a movie. And Guilty Gear continues to confuse me, but I love it for that, so it's okay. Also, Strive 2.0 is still a thing that's coming soon too. ArcSys has been Hall of Fame for a good while now. But oh my goodness, are they the king of fighters? Get it? Ha, see what I did? But my last Guilty Gear video was genuinely one of the funnest videos I've ever made, so I gotta spin back on some more wacky characters from this series. Peep game! In my last Guilty Gear video, we primarily talked about the main story and all those characters that were involved, along with some of my personal goats, right? But I gotta get into these side characters, cause they're somehow wackier than the already cracked out main dudes. Faust got some love last time, but since then, I've learned so much more, and I just know this need a hug. Holy! I got this comment that outlines his whole story, and this dude was a doctor turned serial killer, turned back into a doctor. He was a world-class famous surgeon on some Doctor Strange timing who got framed by Zato for killing one of his patients, except he genuinely thought he did it, so he was like, well, my only option from here is to start Swiss cheesing everybody. I want to dreamwalk into this brain and just see what train of thought brought him to this conclusion. But now he's a chill guy who's kind of like a back alley doctor who just kind of helps people around the world. Whenever I think of back alley doctors, the first person that come to mind is always Shinra from Durarara, dog. How many of y'all know ball? Faust low-key became one of my favorite characters overnight, and I love how weird and tragic, yet still wacky and funny he is. This is also just Hall of Fame character design too. Look at this. It's beautiful. One thing about Guilty Gear, they gonna do it every time with the music and the character design. I'm not really gonna go too deep into the music this time because every person's song who I really like, I already talked about in the first video. Granted, Testament's theme, I just recently listened to like really fully in depth. Oh my goodness. Oh, she flies. Yo, Testament theme, I gotta readjust on my rankings now. LFL theme is still at the very top. Smell the Game, Alone Infection, Faust theme, beautiful. And then I'll probably put Testament theme, then Giovanna theme. Shout out Giovanna theme. But yo, Testament theme, like once that chorus comes in with the oh she flies, yo. I was driving my car. I heard that. It took everything in me not to just 200, 300 on the dash. It took everything in me, yo. It's beautiful. Also, shout out Eno, dog. I really was not expecting her to be like one of the biggest main villains of the entire series, but I think that's cool as hell. She's also easily the hardest Eno in fiction now. Sorry, gang. The competition wasn't that crazy. Unless it's a random Eno I've never heard of that's like cooler than this Eno. But Yamanaka, gotta go. I'm sorry, respectfully. The whole evil rockstar witch thing she got going on is so fire. I need to see a battle of the bands between her and LFL, bruh. That would destroy the entire planet. Again, I don't actually know if Guilty Gear's planet has been destroyed or not, but knowing how wacky this series gets, it probably has. But I know she's working with Happy Chaos and Strive, and this is right up there with Asuka for characters that have just been looming in the back this whole time. And as somebody that's had a super limited knowledge of Guilty Gear's lore and story prior to these videos, the fact that they just held on to these characters for the entire series up until Exert and Strive is crazy to me. That's some like One Piece level foreshadowing world building. That's kind of cool. Ignore that voice crack. Oh my goodness. From what I hear, this is a menace in the story and in actual gameplay, which is hilarious. I can't lie. From what I can gather, he's responsible for like most of the up shit that happens in the story, I think. Heavy on the I think. The story get confusing. I know he carries himself like a menace at the very least. This design is some flames though. Peep the black halo, the horns, the blue ass skin, the hard ass chest tat that's probably not even a tat. He really may have just been born with that on his shit. His glasses are on some pure good and Lagan timing. I love it so much. Hey, Happy Chaos pierce the heavens. If anybody could do it, it's probably him. Got godlike abilities or something? What? So this is a godlike being capable of all types of planetary feats, and his weapon of choice is some fire. Brett could probably yawn out a spirit bomb, and instead he chooses to uphold. You know what? That's Guilty Gear, man. You gotta love it. Also, it's funny that he walks around with straight toes to the ground. No shoes, no sandals, no foams, no nothing. I do think it's cool that he's technically just super chaotic neutral because he views both good and evil in the same light. He truly is Happy Chaos. But there's one character that I most definitely should have talked about in my last video. One of the greatest Guilty Gear characters of all time. How could I forget Nagoryuki the God? This motherfucker is a vampire samurai who may actually just straight up be Yasuke? Hello? I'm pretty sure Happy Chaos had him lost and confused, so he was an antagonist for a large part of the story until he tightened up and got right. This is just so cool though. Oh my goodness. The giant horned mask with the teeth is elite. The tied up high top locks bursting out the back are clean. The one piece ass coat being half on is tough as hell. He's simply perfect. No sell. I think it's fun that he has two swords but only uses one. one. Like the others there for backup. Kind of like how in Assassin's Creed 4 when you play as Pirate Captain Edward, bruh got 4 blunderbusses on him at all times. He not trying to go through that reload. So he said, pop 1, put it back, pop 2, put it back, pop 3, put it back, pop 4, put it back. That's Nago with the blades. If one blade dulls, there's no time to, you feel me, go back and get a whole new blade. I got the backup on me at all times. He's tough. He's clean. I adore his relationship with Baiken too. He's probably easily got a few hundred years on her, but he views her as somebody he can learn so much from, which is so tough. A real wise guy knows there's always more to learn. Side note, I never realized Baiken had a more southern accent until watching story clips, but I actually really like it. I feel like it fits so much for the loner, Ronin type of character that Baiken is. And also, I guess she's not really a loner anymore because she got Delilah now. I learned stuff from the last video. Hey, y'all comments actually helped me so much. I'm learning about the Guilty Gear story, bro. I'm still confused, but I learned so much. Baiken's southern accent is giving like a loner, cowboy, Ronin, you feel me? This whole lonely trail I walk on type of vibes. I think it's cool as hell. The man that turned Nago into a vampire was Slayer, who's super interesting to me because I really didn't know anything about him outside of his design and the fact that he's loved by a lot of fans of the series. So Nago and Soul have the same master. Does Slayer just only produce straight goats? So if Nago's already old as shit, Slayer gotta be his story. He looks so clean though. He got a magical coat that he also uses to teleport his wife around with him. Stephen Strange Vampire Edition? Watching his gameplay is genuinely some of the sauciest shit ever too. Look at him go, holy! And the way his big old grand super turns him younger when he bites his opponent is so cool. Also, what are like level 3s called in Guilty Gear? I say level 3 because like my heart and soul belong to Street Fighter, but I don't know what these like ultimates are called in Guilty Gear. But this might actually be top 10 designs in the whole series. And I know he got design his pipe at all times. Who is he feeling like? A.B.A.'s another character I've been super curious about because she looks insane, bro. There is an entire key lodged in her head on some Frankenstein's monster timing. She also carries around a giant living key with her who's also her husband, question mark. Guilty Gear truly does not make any sense and I will never stop loving it for that. I can't lie. She could really go Keyblade for Keyblade with Sora, dude. Holy sh. Her design is really cool though. I f with the mummy undertones she got going on. Every video of her I see, she be on straight nut sh. Every fighting game needs its weird, strange odd guy. But Guilty Gear got a couple of those. I think it's fun how much she's changed visually from the older games to Strive. I ain't know a single thing about her until she got put in Strive, so I like that design the most, but the red hair is cool too. And she got the Death Note L eye bags of doom. I feel like they add so much to her design though, even if they feel like such a small part of it. There's so much personality and expressiveness in all of her animations. It's so fire. Yo, Arc System works, dog. I'm ready for Marvel Tokon. I know it feels unrelated, but yo, Marvel Tokon. A.B.A. and Elfel need to have a conversation about love, because it seems like they're both in love with love as a concept, but for different reasons. She's also an artificial human, but she's not a gear. They really just be doing shit to people in these games, dog. What do you mean we got like 5 different types of artificial beings? Who is in these labs doing this? Every single one of these scientists need to be handcuffed and put behind bars. How are you getting the green light to do this? Who is okaying this? Well, actually, now these governments be corrupt as shit, so I guess it makes sense. I wish I had more time to dive deeper into Johnny too, because I know a lot of people love him down. He's the captain of the Jellyfish Pirates, which already makes him cool as hell to me. I'm a One Piece fan, so any pirate character in fiction is an auto goat to me. Hey, peep game. Peep game. I got it stamped on me too, so you know what I'm saying? Look, any pirates in fiction, they cool with me. Jack Sparrow, you're cool with me. Edward Kenway, you're cool with me. You feel me? Guilty Gear May, you're cool with me. You feel me? Shout out all my pirates in fiction. But he's like a cowboy looking pirate who's just a chill ass dude from what I gathered. He looked clean too. I know you see the 2 belts he got on. One wasn't enough. Also, it seems like he's more of a Robin Hood type of character who like beats up the rich and gives back to the poor. That's fire. Shout out Johnny. I initially didn't really appreciate him as much because like just based on his visuals alone, like yeah, he looks cool, but I was like, there's cooler looking characters in this series. And then I start like gathering bits and pieces of his story and I'm like, hold up, Johnny might be tough. Johnny might be tough. Venom is another character I had zero idea about, but he's beautiful. He's a baker by day and a vigilante slash guardian by night, bruh. Is that not tough as hell? Look at the 40-inch bust down hair too. Hello? His hair covering his face with the little Sheikah eye looking thing over it is so creative too. I like the little billiards motif he got going on too. Guilty Gear, and they're like, I was gonna say black characters, but like, I don't even know if Venom's actually black. He just has dark skin. His hair looks really straight, so I can't tell. But like, Guilty Gear, and they're dark skinned characters in general, oh, it's peak. It's all peak. It's absolute cinema. I love it. Axis, continue to cook. Hey. god. You know they're about to do T'Challa beautifully in Tokon, bruh. Have you seen Storm? Yo, Tokon Storm might be top 5 designs of all time. And yeah, they still gave her straighter hair, but at least it has hella volume. Would I have loved a cloudy fro Storm? Yes, but Tokon Storm still looks fire. But I'm still trying to figure out how Chip Zanuck, of all people, became the president of an entire country and then named this after himself? How? Literally how? How did this happen? Who was giving his perms to a whole country? How did this happen? Also, I know I talked about them in my last video, but every chance I get, Testament needs some love, bro. Shout out Testament. They are simply goated. Testament might be in my top 3 Guilty Gear characters of all time. They're just, I don't know how else to describe them, but just straight peak. Their theme, peak. Design, peak. Moveset. I haven't played Testament. I don't really have a means to play Guilty Gear Strive right now. Also, I had no idea that Testament was a villain for a long time. That's cool. Now they're like on some neutral shit, I guess. But Guilty Gear is just one of those series that's like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm just happy to be here and just take it all in, you know? And Strive 2.0, I'm gonna be there. I will be there as ready and seated for Strive 2.0. Who do I want in Strive? Well, I'm not a Guilty Gear head, so everybody I care about is already in there. Now, if we talking guest characters though, hold up, just picture it. Any Ruby character. That would be tough. I'm trying to think of like who belongs in a Guilty Gear game, but then you look at Lucy and it's like, okay, well, maybe we could just put anybody in there. F it. Put Jin Kazama and f***ing Guilty Gear nigga. Who's checking? But yeah, shout out Guilty Gear and these crazy characters, and shout out you.
I can't feel my face right now, I'm burning up. I got this feeling that I won't come down like. Got this feeling that I won't come down like. Got this feeling that I won't